back. So we need to connect here to there. That is the idea. Okay. Delete again. Does look nice. I want you to see here. I want you to see that we are not going to switch. It's connected this way. Okay. And maybe let's just make this one red so you can see the positive or the positive. And so since this is also coming from the positive side of the 9 volts, let's just make it also red. That will just look nice. Okay. Now, okay, so what we have now? Okay, let's just zoom in. What we have a positive going to this pin. Okay, and now at this time there is no connection between this pin and this pin. Okay, the only time when this pin is connected to this pin is when we press the button. So let's simulate. Start simulation. There is no lights, but then look, if when I press the button, hey, it works. Okay, so I'm gonna stop simulation, and now we're gonna move to next step. Well, this next step is really to not use the reason why I introduced the push button element here, component. The computer works with voltages. Let's just say 5 volts, 0 volts. Okay, so either on or off, high or low, 0 or 1. It's a binary. There are 2 states. You know, that's how actually messages get coded in the computer. That's how functions work in using binary numbers. And I'm confused, with the binary numbers, and but just think about this. What we did with the push button, it's exactly the same thing that what we're gonna do with the Arduino. And I'm gonna introduce now Arduino, and I'm gonna control this LED with a microcontroller, just like you control this LED with your finger, and your finger is connected to where? To your brain, and your brain is your microcontroller. Okay, when your brain sends a signal to your finger to press the button, that button turn the LED. And the same thing I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about right now. So let's delete. We don't need the switch. Oh. Okay, we don't need that. Let's get the Arduino. We can just scroll down and type it down. It's right here. So Arduino Uno. So I'm gonna just center it here. I have my Arduino. And again, this session is not really here to explain what's Arduino and how it works, but I'm gonna go briefly. Arduino is nothing but a board that has a microcontroller. Just think about the microcontroller like your brain. It executes functions, okay? And these pins here, okay, or holes, these are like your inputs and outputs, okay? Some of them, they are digital inputs, outputs. Some of them are analog. And this side is your power, okay? And there's also another set of analog inputs here, but we'll talk about all this in detail later on. There is a reset button. There is a USB connection here, and there is another a power jack to basically to feed voltage, to supply voltage to your Arduino. It's either through your USB, or there are other ways like this power jack here and voltage in, but we will talk about this later on. But for now, just for the sake of this project, I'm not gonna talk about this now, just to show you. Let's do a quick simulation, okay, to see what we're doing now. This this pin here, pin 13, this LED right here, there's an LED here called it's a built-in LED basically. If I go to code, see this built-in LED here, and if I want to do simulate, I want to simulate this code here, and I will talk about that later on using this block code diagram. It will be turned on and off based on the setting here. So set, see here this function set built-in LED to high. So what it does, the microcontroller is gonna make this LED, which is connected, this LED here, which is connecting to pin 13 through a resistor. There is a built-in resistor also that you don't see. It's gonna make it high. Then it's gonna wait for 1 second or 1000 basically microsecond, and then set the and then turn off sets built-in LED to low. Then it's gonna turn it off, and then it's gonna wait another 1 second, and it's gonna keep looping and looping and looping. So so let's just start the simulation so you can see. Okay, so see your LED is turned on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. So I'm gonna stop my simulation, and just to show you basically what I'm talking about. If I put my resistor right here, okay, I don't need to connect it now, so I'm just gonna move these legs here. So remember, this is gonna be connected to the ground. I can connect it like that, and the other pin to pin 13. So when this is, now if I click on simulation, when this is turned on, the let's zoom in, the built-in LED, this one will be turned on too. So you just start simulation. See that? Okay, it's asking us I have to have a resistor. Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay, so the same idea. Okay, now we're gonna build. We're not gonna use the pin 13. We're gonna use a different pin, but this time, instead of having the LED plugged to our Arduino, we're gonna have this LED in our breadboard, and then we're gonna provide that signal to our LEDs. So we don't need a battery, because that's gonna be provided by Arduino. So all we need, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna connect now. Let's just drag this one here. Okay, or maybe even here. It's fine. So we're gonna connect, let's say, pin 12. And then we make it nice. So let's connect pin 12. And let's just make it red. I don't like red, just stay consistent. And red means signal is coming from pin 12. And then we're gonna connect our, remember, the cathode now is all these holes. So we're gonna connect this to the ground. Okay, so click here, there, and where's ground is right here. Then you can make it nice if you want to, just like so. Well, I can, okay, I can just go like that, like that. Anyway, so it's not waste time making it like that. You can just keep playing, you know. And I can make this one ground. I mean, by the way, color does not change anything. It's just for visualization, really. So ground is black and signal or positive is red, but you can choose any color. Okay. So now I'm connecting my pin number 12 to my resistor here, and resistor connected to the LED. The LEDs. So we we closed the circuit. Hey, so let's see if we press the code, you think it's gonna work? Let's do that. All right, simulation. Well, I can see the LED, built-in LED is working. Why this one is not working? Because it's what? Because it's connected to pin number 12. Okay, so it's not 13. So I have to change this statement here. Okay, so to do that, all you have to do is get the right code block. So let's look if we have another code block that actually we can use. We have this one. So here, set pin. I can drag this one here, and then I can, guess what? I can choose pin number 12. Okay, and then so this one you will, if we don't delete this one, you can. We will have this one set to high, pin 12 set to high, and 13 set to high. Then we're gonna wait 12. We're gonna wait 1 second, and then here set built-in LED to low, which is this one, but nothing on the on pin 12. So we have to replicate this. So we have to replicate this function set pin. So you can really just, like I did here, you can just click on the code block and drag it like that, and it will just snap onto the wherever you want to have it. So I already did this. I'm just gonna click and delete the block. So you can see now I have the pin 12 is set to 12 and high, just like built-in LED. And then after wait time of 1 second, the pin again 12, which is connected to our LED here. Okay, it's connected to pin 12, as you can see. Is set to low, so we're turning off the LED, and then we're gonna wait for 1 second. And just to see basically this block code on a text format, just like you will have with the actual Arduino, you notice that instead of having a block, now you have text. So for example, for this statement here, what I have, the statement here, what I have pin 12, set pin 12, now it's replaced by pin mode. And I will talk about what's pin mode and what digital writes in the workshop and later classes I will be doing virtually. So the function now to set it high, so we have to tell it if it's an input or an output. So the mode takes, pin mode function takes 2 arguments. One is to tell Arduino what pin number, and the other one is to tell Arduino if it's an output or an input. But I will talk about this later on. Just for quick comparison, the code is made of 2 parts. One part is for setting up your code, and the other part is a loop, looping that continue looping until you turn off your Arduino. So this is set up once, and this part is set up continuous looping until you break the connection or you do something. Just to show you for now the actual code that you'll be inputting into or uploading to Arduino. So for now we have everything set up. Let's do the simulation, and I'm just gonna collapse this and run. You see, click on start simulation, and notice now the LED, the built-in LED is turned on and off, waiting a delay of 1 second at the same rate our LED. And thank you.